you could be persuaded that I'm on my way um, to having a flight tonight. And I should have got on this flight tonight. If you know what I'm referring to, it's that old Joni Mitchell song from 1971 Blue album, which was covered later on, about 4 years later, by Nazareth, somewhere around 1975, called This Flight Tonight. Turn this crazy bird around. Should not have got on this flight tonight. Well, I'm just going to finish the last bit of the Bell's blended Scotch whiskey that I have talked about in the last video. Clean my palate somewhat. And I have here this one that I haven't seen on the shelf before. It is called Green Spot. It is a single pot still Irish whiskey. So it's triple distilled. So single pot still, does that mean it's like a single malt? Well, what does this say here on the back side? Let me get my reading glasses out so that I can see what all it says. Single pot still Irish whiskey, triple distilled. In 1805, the Mitchell merchant family commenced trading on 10 Grafton Street in the heart of Dublin City as purveyors of confectionery wines and fortified wines. In 1887, the entrepreneurial family expanded into the whiskey bonding business, whereby they sent empty wine, sherry, and port casks via horse and cart to the local Jameson distillery. These were then filled and returned to the Mitchell Cellar warehouse on Fitzwilliam Lane. There, beneath cobbled streets, the whiskies matured for many years until they were ready to be bottled and sold. The Mitchells sold a range of whiskies under their Spot brand name. This rather peculiar name originated from their practice of marking casks of different ages with a daub or spot of colored paint. There was a blue spot, red spot, and even a yellow spot, but Green Spot emerged as their most popular whiskey and is one of the few whiskey bonder brands to have survived to modern days. Enjoy and savor, as this is a true rarity. Aha! It has tasting notes: nose, taste, and finish. Wow, single pot still. So that's what this is. This is a Jameson's, but it's a special Jameson's from Green Spot, or from the Mitchells. There we go. Oh, nice bottle. Looks classy. Product of Ireland. 40% alcohol by volume. 700 milliliters. Oh, it says here, once almost extinct, this legendary whiskey is a rare taste of pot still Irish whiskey at its best. Matured in American bourbon and sherry casks, this is a whiskey of immense flavor and complexity. A splendid choice. Okay, well, let's see what we think of it. Maybe I should have saved this for last. Maybe not. Maybe it's comparable to the last one I'm going to have today or tonight. Well, there we are. We've got a wooden top to the cork. It's got nice little pop. It's got a green spot on it there. And this is our Green Spot. I think it was about $60 a bottle, maybe a little more. I'm not sure. Somewhere in that vicinity, $65. Well, let's see now. Oh, let's change our glasses so that we can see. All right. My fresh Irish nose. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pears. Pears, pears, pears. A lot of pears. A bit of a spicy note, too. I'm getting pears and cinnamon, a bit of clove. Very pleasant nose. It's light. Light. It's almost like dancing a ballet. Pears, cinnamon along with the cinnamon, a little bit of apple, Granny Smith apple, perhaps. And the bigger an inhale I take off it, the more spice I get. Where at first what I got was just a little bit of pear, a lot of pear. The pear is sort of moving to the side a little bit, letting in some apple and some spice, a little bit of cinnamon. There's a little bit of a note of plasticine too. Interesting. None of it is bad. It's a very Irish whiskey kind of nose. It's a lot like Jameson's. But there's something else. There's some of that bourbon thing to it. Some of that bourbon barrel sweetness. Getting some caramel deep down and a little bit of vanilla. Not a lot of toffees. More fruits than toffees and caramels in that. Oh, let's give it a try. It has a nice, oily, alkaline kind of mouthfeel to it. I'm tasting again the fruits and a bit of spice. It's dry. The dryness seems to coat the mouth all around. It is dry. Wait a second. Let's try again. See now. Okay. Pears moving aside to apple. Moving aside to spices a little bit. Moving aside to lime. I'm getting a hint of lime in that nose. Once again, that dry, alkaline, astringent mouthfeel goes down like water. It's got some little bit of lime in the aftertaste. It's got a little bit of. There's something about Irish whiskey that is different from any other, especially if it's dry like this one. I wouldn't say it's like peat. Oh, excuse me. But it's very pleasant. It's very nice and smooth and light, but it does have that dryness. It doesn't have that much of an aftertaste. It's very fruity, not smoky at all, not harsh at all. Just very gentle, very easy drinking. Very pleasant. I guess it's like an old Jameson. It doesn't say how old it is, though. A very pleasant whiskey. A very pleasant Irish whiskey. Doesn't offend on any level. Nothing harsh. It's all smooth, if a little dry. If you like your whiskey that way, this is fabulous. Nice and pleasant sipping whiskey. Just delicious, just lovely. Let's have another look at the bottle here. The big green spot right on there. And I will say Sláinte.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.